Welcome, everybody. The NFL Draft is this week. I'm Joe with the Game House. Today we'll be doing an updated version of the Seattle Seahawks 2024 NFL Mock Draft. The Seahawks are on the clock in our 2024 NFL mock draft. Now, we did a mock draft for them earlier, but now we're on the week of the draft, so we know more about team needs and where they might go with their draft picks. We'll be using the NFL Mock Draft Database Simulator. I like it because it meshes big boards from across the internet together rather than having one site's big board. And we'll also be declining all trades as we go along. There will be players who fall that maybe aren't the most expected, but we will try to roll with the punches and make it realistic, or at least somewhat realistic here. The board just felt great for the Seahawks here because you get your pick of edge rusher. It's feasible that the 9th ranked player in the class by at least the Mock Draft Database Simulator could fall to 16. So we're going to take Dallas Turner, a very athletic edge rusher, but a little undersized. Plays with an edge, though, that can get him into some trouble sometimes. The Seahawks are a team that doesn't have a lot of team needs. I would say maybe safety is one that I think is undervalued on this NFL Mock Draft Database Simulator big board. But get that edge rusher, get some pressure on the quarterback. You could double down on it if you want, but you do have Boye Mafe and Uchenna Nwosu there as well. All right, so let's go to pick number 81. Let's go Blake Fisher. Let's get a guy who can play offensive tackle. Now, they did have two young offensive tackles, Abraham Lucas and Charles Cross. I hope Abraham Lincoln's not protecting the blind side. But I think you could always use more offensive tackles, and some of the play has been inconsistent at the very least. All right, let's go Andrew Phillips here. Actually, you know what? Let's go Cole Bishop. I think that it's more of a need than people think. He can come down and play the run. I think he can also play some zone coverage deep, just maybe not single high zone coverage. So we'll go with the safety there. And now it's telling me to draft a safety after I already took a safety. So that's the figures. Next pick, let's go with Cedric Gray out of North Carolina. A tackle machine, can definitely help you on special teams, I would imagine, for next year, and can help that linebacker room that has seen a lot of players leave over the last several years, and leave and come back and leave again. So that could definitely help to get Cedric Gray. So 179 is the next pick up here. These last couple picks for the Seahawks will be guys who are just special teams guys mostly, but if you can find a guy who maybe creates an impact, maybe you can find a Puka Nacua here. Let's go with Jamari Thrash out of Louisville, a very athletic wide receiver. I think he might go higher than this when the draft comes around, but we will go with him for now. And then Delmar Glaze. Let's get some interior line depth as well. Out of Maryland, has the best name in the draft. I think getting that line depth will be very nice. You'd like to get a defensive lineman here, just again to get more depth. I don't think it's a huge need. I mean, it probably is one of their bigger needs, but again, their team is set up very well. We'll try to find one. It's just there's just none to be had. That's just how it is. It's not there's some good defensive linemen in this class, but that's how it is. They could get a running back. They've taken a lot of running backs over the last couple of years. Let's go with Miles Harden out of South Dakota. I think he's a player who could be good in the slot in the NFL level. Taking him at 235, I think he can play special teams for you to start. So let's go with the first pick, Dallas Turner out of Alabama. Help that pass rush. We have Blake Fisher out of Notre Dame, the offensive tackle. Not a huge need, but again, if he falls to you, I have a second-round grade on him. Maybe you take him. Maybe this is a value pick here because the Seahawks are set up pretty well. Cole Bishop, the safety out of Utah, one of their bigger needs in my opinion. I think he could be a very good player for them in the future. Cedric Gray, the linebacker of North Carolina, tackle machine. Jamari Thrash, wide receiver out of Louisville. Delmar Glaze, the interior offensive lineman out of Maryland. And Miles Harden, the corner out of South Dakota. So let me know what you think of this mock draft down in the comments below. We'll be doing more mock drafts before we get to the NFL draft. For now, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.